Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Just taking some videos.
Of what?
Just anything I can see from the sidewalk, really.
For what reason?
Just for myself. I can't get into it right now.
Okay.
So
it's a security risk for you to be filming the bank and our customers. So I'm going to ask that you stop filming our customers in the drive up and our bank, okay?
I'm not gonna stop filming. So
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna be here too much longer. I mean, I don't know.
Okay. I'll have someone come and talk to you then, okay?
All right, sounds good.
What's your name?
I don't give my name.
Okay.
Hello. Can I just get your name and badge number so I know who I'm talking to?
This documentary begins with a familiar scenario that has become increasingly common across the country. A citizen stands on a public sidewalk, lawfully recording his surroundings, when a police officer responds to a call for service. From the very start, viewers are reminded how quickly a routine encounter can escalate. The officer approaches a man with a narrative already formed, claiming a report that would later prove questionable. This introduction sets the stage for a deeper examination of authority, truth, and how easily constitutional rights can be challenged when citizens are unaware or unprepared.
Officer Higgins, badge number is 3529.
All right, nice to meet you. I would shake your hand, but
Yeah, looks like you.
yeah.
Rotator cuff? Or?
Labrum and bicep tendon. So.
I used to work in the medical field, and
Oh yeah.
I would say better you than me, but that would be insensitive. So, how'd you injure it?
Wrestling.
Wrestling? Okay. Where do you wrestle?
I'm not gonna answer those types of questions.
So, reason I'm out here, I received a complaint from the staff at the bank. Okay.
Yep.
They stated that you were inside the building filming.
No, never inside the building. Nothing like that.
Okay. So yeah, so they said that initially you were outside on the sidewalk like you are right now, which is totally fine.
Yep.
But they said that you had come into the bank onto their property and you were filming inside the bank.
No, that seems like a false police report to me. So that's a crime. So I would definitely go investigate that. But yeah.
As the conversation unfolds, the officer asserts that filming the bank and its customers poses a security risk. Despite the man clearly remaining on a public sidewalk, the officer attempts to restrict his activity, implying authority where none legally exists. The citizen calmly explains he is recording for personal reasons and refuses to stop. This moment highlights a critical issue. Lawful behavior is often framed as suspicious. The exchange demonstrates how vague claims of security concerns are frequently used to discourage constitutionally protected activity without any clear legal foundation.
No.
And I'll definitely be following up with them as well.
All right.
Okay. So basically, I'm just making sure you're okay, making sure everything's good. They were concerned since you had obviously the sling and everything.
Oh, yeah.
They stated, or they reported that they commented to you that they advised that you stop filming inside of the building. You told them that you couldn't stop, and that's when you left the building. Does any of that sound familiar?
No, I was actually right here. I put my camera down, and I was about to leave, and then I was turned this way, and then I heard one of them come out, and then like standing right here, and they said that I had to stop filming, and I just told her, yeah, I'm not gonna stop the camera. So, and then she went back in there.
So they came out to you while you were on the sidewalk.
Yep.
Okay. That's fair. Do you mind just giving me your name so I can check to make sure that you don't have any warrants or anything crazy like that?
Just Jacob.
Okay. Well, I'm going to need your full name. Anytime I have contact with someone, I have to identify them.
The situation intensifies when the officer claims that bank staff reported the man filming inside the building. The citizen firmly denies this allegation, pointing out that filing a false report is itself a crime. Rather than immediately verifying the claim, the officer continues pressing forward, attempting to justify further investigation. This segment exposes a troubling pattern. Unverified accusations are sometimes treated as fact, shifting the burden onto innocent individuals to defend themselves. The citizen's calm insistence on the truth becomes a central theme in the encounter.
I'm not going to identify myself. I keep that information pretty private, so.
The issue with that is I'm conducting an investigation regarding a complaint right now. Okay.
Yep.
So if you refuse to identify yourself, then I may have to take you into custody because you are failing to follow through with identifying yourself.
I mean, unless I've committed a crime, I don't identify myself.
That would be obstruction.
That's a secondary offense. You have to commit a crime
It would be
before.
obstruction if you fail to identify yourself when I'm conducting an investigation regarding you.
I'm gonna challenge you on that one. Do you have a supervisor that?
Absolutely.
All right, can he come out here then?
The encounter takes a more serious turn when the officer demands identification. Despite no crime being committed, the officer insists that refusal could result in arrest for obstruction. The citizen challenges this assertion, correctly noting that identification requirements are typically tied to lawful detentions or suspected criminal activity. This exchange reveals a widespread misunderstanding or misrepresentation of the law. The threat of arrest, even when unsupported, places psychological pressure on citizens and illustrates how authority can be used to intimidate compliance.
But you should definitely investigate that false police report, because that seems like a big waste of resources to me.
That is absolutely my intention. But you're the person that I had contact with first, so I wanted to get your side of the story before I go in and get their side of the story as well.
Well, you have my side.
Yep, exactly. And that's what I'm attempting to continue and follow up on.
All right.
Okay, so this is my supervisor. This is Officer.
At this point, the citizen requests a supervisor, a move that often changes the dynamic of police encounters. While waiting, the officer maintains that he is conducting an investigation based solely on the complaint received. This moment is critical, as it shows how investigations can be broadly defined to justify intrusive demands. The citizen remains composed, reiterating his version of events and refusing to surrender his rights. The delay underscores the imbalance of power and the importance of accountability within law enforcement interaction.
Hi.
Badge number?
We don't have badge numbers. We have employee numbers, 252.
Oh, sounds good.
Okay. So I'm just going to kind of explain what's going on and everything and what you've told me thus
Yep.
far, and then we can go from there. So basically, I advised him of the complaint. He stated that he was never inside the bank, never on their property, only on the sidewalk.
Yep.
He stated that staff came out, had contact with him here. He advised them that he was not going to stop filming.
Okay.
I said, as long as he's not on their property, he's on the sidewalk, that's totally fine.
100%.
No issue with that whatsoever. I asked him to identify himself. He told me that his first name is Jacob. He refuses to identify himself any further.
Okay.
I told him that I am right here, right now, conducting an investigation regarding a complaint that I received from the bank. And if he were to refuse to identify himself, that could be considered obstruction. He states that that's secondary to the investigation and it does not matter, and does not want to identify himself at this
Nope,
time.
that's fine.
And that's when he asked if he could talk to us.
When the supervisor arrives, the narrative begins to shift. The officer explains the complaint and acknowledges that filming from the sidewalk is lawful. The supervisor confirms there is no violation as long as the citizen remains off private property. Crucially, the supervisor declines to force identification, directly contradicting the earlier threat of arrest. This segment demonstrates how supervisory oversight can correct improper actions, but also raises questions about how often such corrections occur without witnesses or cameras present.
Nope.
So I said, absolutely.
Nope, super simple. They just said you were filming some of the people going through the ATMs. They thought it was an invasion of privacy. You might be trying to get some people's PIN numbers or something. That was their main concern.
Yeah, I don't even
what's
think
going on.
this. I don't even think this camera could.
Probably not.
Yeah,
Probably
no.
not. That was their main concern, was just privacy issues for people's bank accounts and stuff like that. I told them already that if you're on the sidewalk, you can film. There's no problem with that. I'm not going to force you to identify yourself or anything like that. They just don't want you on their property.
Yep.
So if you stay on the public sidewalk, you're good to go, man.
All right, yeah, sounds good. I was about to head out, but I'm just gonna stick around a little bit longer so it doesn't look like I got chased away, and then yeah, I'll be on my way. So
That's fine.
Do you have any other questions for us at all then?
Other than, I mean, it was definitely a false police report if they said that I
The
was.
supervisor clarifies that the bank's concerns centered on customer privacy, not any confirmed illegal behavior, with no applicable statutes or ordinances violated. The citizen is explicitly told he is free to continue recording. The officer's earlier claims quietly dissolve under scrutiny. This resolution highlights the power of knowledge and documentation. The presence of a camera and a well-informed citizen prevents an unlawful escalation, reinforcing the importance of exercising rights confidently and peacefully in public spaces.
In there with the camera, so I mean.
So,
Didn't sound like you were in there. They said over by the ATMs is how they put it.
Oh, all right.
So that would be over by the ATMs. I don't know if
Yeah.
you're actually on the property, but
Yeah.
yep.
The only-
And like
my
I
only-
said, I had contact with you and talked to you. I hadn't gotten information from them yet.
Yep.
I
All
got
right.
additional information, so that's
So
what
nothing
we've
that
got.
puts you against a state statute, city ordinance, nothing like that, where we can enforce identification. So no problem with that. Do your thing. Enjoy
Alright.
recording. Just do me a favor, just stay out of the driveway.
Yep. Yep.
Obviously, due to safety issues. But if you
Yep.
want to record and do your thing, obviously that's your right. So,
Yep. I'm not getting in the way of anybody or anything like
all right,
that.
Jake.
So.
Any questions, man? Otherwise, we're gonna let you do your thing.
No, I don't think so.
All right,
Just-
take care of yourself.
Yep. Have a good one.
Good luck with the recovery on that shoulder.
Yep. Thank you.
The documentary concludes with a reflection on what went wrong and what remains troubling. While the supervisor resolved the situation, the officer's initial false claim and threat of arrest were never fully addressed. This silence speaks volumes about systemic issues within policing. The encounter serves as a reminder that rights only exist when exercised and defended. Viewers are urged to stay informed, remain vigilant, and continue documenting public interactions to promote transparency, accountability, and awareness for everyone.